So a while ago I heard a story about a Plymouth Duster wreck that was somewhere near Pine Gap. And for those who don't know, Pine Gap is like an joint American and Australian spy base, a very secret one that's not far from Alice Springs. And apparently back in the day, the American soldiers would sometimes get their cars airlifted in on the military planes. I don't know if this is true or not, this is just what I've been told. But anyway, may explain the story of this car. I've been trying to do a lot of research on this, but you can never find very much information at all on stuff like this. But I did, however, come across two photos of what is probably this vehicle. And it turns out it's not a Plymouth Duster, it's actually a Dodge Dart, which is basically the Dodge version of the Plymouth Duster. It was an A-body, which is the same platform they built the Australian Valiant VF, VG, VE sort of off. They were that same platform. So looking at this picture, well, first of all, it was even labelled as a Plymouth Duster, but having a better look at it, it seems to be a Dodge Dart from the years between 1973 and 1976. I'm not that good with American cars, so I cannot say the year for sure. It appears to be 73 or 74, just looking at the trim over the grille, the chrome trim. And it has bucket seats and a sunroof. So it might have been, I don't know if it's factory, but it might have been optioned pretty nice. Now, from factory, these cars came out with either a 340 V8, 390 V8, or a slant 6. And which one does this have? Just a slant 6 by the looks. Although it's very hard to tell with the tree that has fallen down over the hood. But the slant 6 they had, I found that was either a 225 or a 198. 225 is the same slant that they had in the VF Pacer, so this thing would have still been able to move. And it looks probably cooler than a Pacer. It'd be really cool to put a Pacer front end on one of these, because in theory it would bolt right up. But anyway, so I've never actually seen this car in real life. I've never even been to Alice Springs, so I don't know, but it'd be cool to check it out one day. And maybe it is still salvageable. It looks to be pretty complete. I don't know the exact location of this. I don't even know the rough location. I'm told it's near Pine Gap, and the pictures I found on the internet a long time ago. The car is also probably on Aboriginal land, which means there's a very good chance it's stolen, and if it's not stolen, it's on Aboriginal land, so it belongs to the Aboriginals, which means it's going to be very hard to find the original owner and recover it. So that's too much of a hassle for most people, I guess. If someone really wanted it, they'd probably be able to find a way to legally obtain it, but yeah, they'd have to make sure it's not stolen in the first place. But yeah, that's probably one of Australia's most interesting wrecks, because these were never sold here. They did sell the Valiant, and the Valiant hardtop, VE hardtop or VF hardtop would have probably been the closest model to these, but still they never had a Duster in Australia. By 1973 they already had the VH or even the VJ series, so that body style was already outdated. If anyone knows any more information, it'd be pretty cool to know, so leave that in the comments, and I might do some more videos like this about really interesting wreck cars I've never actually seen but I've heard the story about, because to be honest, this is my favourite thing, finding cars which are just very rare and unusual that have been left here. It's a lot more interesting than finding VT Commodores and stuff.